And I use this thing called Mega MEGA. So I use that to download the game and stuff, and it makes it easier to download and scans through everything to make sure it's safe to play. Well, safe for your computer. Not for you, unfortunately. Because you're the one left scarred with this. So, the game, you play as this guy, the main character. Your buddy is a douchebag, basically. And you meet this woman. You hook up with her. Then she leaves a note in your pocket. And you read the note. She only tells you her name, the first name, her full name, but you can't find her. Because there's a lot of women with the same name. And you basically have a party. You basically go out with, you hang out with your adopted sister. I love how they do that. Because you're adopted into the family because your parents died. You're just like, well, shit, this character's miserable. And your adopted sister makes you act like her boyfriend, which is pretty fucked up. And you go off on this one guy who tries to invite both of you with his girlfriend to a private party for the four of you, so the four of you can do stuff together. Fucking creep. This whole video game was just like creepy. I was like, I like the second act of the story where you and your adopted sister are trapped in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre like family home with cannibals. I really like that part. Like, that part to me was like, oh, this is getting really interesting. This is going to be like a horror story. That was like the only part I really liked, was the horror aspect. Especially the references to Texas Chainsaw. And I don't know how or why there's a Walmart and a mall. Just putting that out there. And basically it's the sister's fault that you get trapped in this because she would not go into the store with you. Just throwing that out there. Because she wanted to stay outside and smoke a cigarette. So, I played this game, and it's not complete. I was really disappointed in that, because it's like, I want to play a game that is fully completed, completely made. Not just like half-ass made. So, playing this video game, or PC game, sorry, this PC game, I really didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed part of it. I like the storyline idea, because it has weight to it. It's not like made for you to get your rocks off on it. It's just made storyline made good. So I did not enjoy this game. I enjoyed the second act, the horror storyline, because it was kind of creepy. Like, you're trapped in a pit area that kind of looked like something out of the one movie with M. Night Shyamalan made, where the girls are like trapped and there's this dude with multiple personalities in his head. Kind of looked like that room. And you try to look around, try to find a way to get out, and you find a way out. You grab a trash bag, and all of a sudden the bag rips, and there's like a body in there. which kind of scares the shit out of you. And you have to get rope, and you have the tights in a hand to like throw it up on the beam, the ceiling beam, to climb out of the whole area. And you have to sneak into the house quietly and get a gun and shoot them and escape, and that's how it ends. For that part, then you go into the hospital. It's like really weird. It's a very weird story. Putting that out there. Will I play it again if the next upgrade to continue the story? I don't know, and I'm doubtful. Because I don't want to do it again. I don't want to play the whole. Like, the thing that kind of bugged me was, once you get out of there and out of the hospital, you cannot save it because the upgrade will not have your save file, which kind of bugs me, because it's just like, what is the point of playing all of this if you can't save it? You can't save the aftermath of it. It just kind of bugs me on that one, so yeah. So anyway, so do I recommend this video game? No. I'm just being honest. I don't recommend it because it's just kind of boring. So anyway, so there's been a lot of news for the Crisis on Infinite Earths of the DC Arrowverse crossover mega event. Let's get into that one. It's been announced that, of course, it's been revealed that you got to see Brandon Routh's new Superman look for Crisis on Infinite Earths, the Kingdom Come Superman. The suit looks awesome. I will say that. It'd be really cool, though, with him returning as Superman, Brandon Routh, from Superman Returns. It'd be really cool, though, to see, like, Kate Bosworth and Kevin Spacey. I forget the guy who played Jimmy Olsen, and Frank Langella, who played Perry White, return. But I'm doubtful because in Kingdom Come, I think Lois is dead in that one, so we won't see Lois in that one. But I know this is going to sound like a jerk, because a lot of people feel like Brandon Routh got screwed out of playing Superman. I still, to this day, when they first announced it, and announced him playing Superman, the Alex Ross Superman, that Dean Cain should have played Superman. That version of Superman, the older, mature Superman. I still, to this day, feel that way. I still feel that Dean Cain should have played that Superman, the older Alex Ross Superman. I just feel that way. And I know a lot of people love Brandon Routh. They love how enthusiastic he is about playing it. But Dean Cain deserves it. I mean, he's been beating the drum for many years that he wants to play Superman one more time. And you've had the perfect moment and chance to do it and you blew it. You blew it. I mean, this isn't a knock at Routh. This isn't really a knock at him. I know I'm going to get blocked on Twitter by him, just for being honest. But I like him as Superman. I thought he deserved better as Superman. I mean, you really didn't give him any memorable moments as Superman. Except that he looks like Christopher Reeve as Superman. But Dean Cain deserves a chance. I hope that there's a surprise in the series where he shows up, Dean Cain shows up as Superman, and Tyler Hoechlin, Tom Welling, Brandon Routh, and Dean Cain, and somehow, some way, a CGI version of George Reeves and Christopher Reeves like fly in a moment and they hit a giant monster that the entire heroes in the multiverse fight. But that would be such a fucking good moment. Just to see the entire Superman actors just show up together and just take out a giant monster. Like, that would be so amazing to see. And of course I can't forget Henry Cavill, which I feel bad for that guy too. Like, he's in the same boat as Brandon Routh. You know. I just I wish they would do that, you know. Just an amazing moment. The same way I said about Adam West's tribute. Like, a moment where all the heroes sort of like pay tribute to him. You know, it'd be really cool to see like Michael Keaton's Batman or Val Kilmer's Batman. Or George Clooney's Batman. Kidding. Show up, you know. It'd be really cool. And I know Burt Ward's going to be in it. You know, it's going to be really... I know it's going to be something really, really cool. Or somehow it's going to be a really cool moment. You know, and... They announced recently that... Ashley Scott, who played Huntress in Birds of Prey, for those who don't remember Birds of Prey, we're going to talk about that, is going to be in the Crisis on Infinite Earths. I am really excited for it. That she's going to be in the show. And of course they announced that Linda Carter may play Wonder Woman. She will play an older Wonder Woman. They of course announced Ryan chose the Atom, played by a former Supernatural cast member. So hearing that, it kind of makes you wonder, like, is Brandon Routh going to be leaving Legends of Tomorrow as the Atom to play Superman in a possible Superman TV show? I don't know. It'd be really cool, though, to see him play Superman in a Superman TV show. Because, I mean, there's been talks of, like, HBO Max doing Metropolis TV show with Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, and Superman. I will say this. I am for it. If they do that. If they do a Metropolis TV show. I think that Routh deserves to play Superman more than anybody. But I think they deserve a Lois and Clark revival. I don't know, but